We will now look at health and safety law. Health and safety law. The Health and Safety at Work Act came into force in 1974 and covers everyone at work apart from persons attending domestic premises. The Act makes it clear that everyone has a part to play in health and safety at work. The main purpose is to encourage high standards and prevent people coming to harm at work. The responsibilities of various parties under the Act are detailed below. Employers. The Act places a duty of care on employers to introduce good health and safety practices and provides a framework for health and safety regulations. They must ensure the health, safety and welfare of employees, visitors and the public by providing a written health and safety policy if they employ 5 or more people, safe equipment and machinery, safe systems of work, information, instruction, supervision and training, safe working environment, adequate welfare facilities. Employees. Under the Health and Safety at Work Act, all employees have a duty to act in a way that does not put themselves or others at risk, cooperate with their employer on any health and safety matters. Self-employed. Health and safety law does not apply to people who are self-employed if their work activity does not cause any potential risks to the health and safety of others, for example, accountants or novelists. However, health and safety law will apply to the self-employed if they employ other people, their work presents a potential risk to the health and safety of others, their work activity is specifically mentioned in the Health and Safety at Work Act 1974, General Duties of Self-Employed Persons, Prescribed Undertakings, Regulations 2015. When relevant self-employed people share many of the same duties as employers, they must make sure their work does not endanger themselves or others and inform people of hazards, for example, by putting up signs to alert others to hazards. Occupiers of buildings. Persons in control of buildings have duties to people who are not employed by them but work at or visit the premises, for example, customers, contractors, visitors, etc. Designers, manufacturers and installers. Equipment and articles must be designed, constructed and tested to make sure they work safely, and any substances used in their manufacture must be safe. Adequate information on the safe use of the equipment must be provided. Health and safety policy. When 5 or more people are employed, the law requires a written health and safety policy. This policy should be kept as simple as possible, but should include the following: a statement of intent, a general statement outlining how the company intends to ensure a safe working environment, organisation details, the individuals with specific responsibilities and the lines of accountability, working arrangements, the working procedures to ensure all work is conducted safely. It is important this information is communicated to all employees. The policy will only be effective if it is regularly reviewed and everyone follows it. You are responsible not only for your own health and safety, but also for the health and safety of others in the workplace. Specific regulations. Although the Health and Safety at Work Act 1974 covers the workplace and those affected by the work undertaken, some activities have additional specific legislation. Work areas, equipment, signs, electricity, fire, chemicals, noise, computers and display screen equipment, manual handling, personal protective equipment, PPE, accident reporting, asbestos, vibration, working at height. The Management of Health and Safety at Work Regulations 1999 require employers to identify and assess risks in their workplace. The findings of the risk assessment must be recorded if 5 or more people are employed. Competent people must be appointed to undertake the assessment and implement any safety measures identified as necessary. A competent person is someone who has sufficient training, experience or knowledge to enable them to properly assist the employer in complying with health and safety legislation. The regulations also require employers to set up emergency procedures, provide clear information and training to employees, share information on risks and coordinate control measures with other employers that use the same workplace. Regularly review risks and safety measures. Where appropriate, these should be updated to reflect any changes. Penalties and enforcement. The Health and Safety at Work Act 1974 is enforced by Health and Safety Executive Inspectors and Local Authority Environmental Health Officers, EHO. Their powers are far-reaching and include the right to enter premises, dismantle equipment, take samples, seize articles, and stop people working if there is imminent danger. The main function of the inspectors and EHOs is to offer information and guidance to employers to improve health and safety awareness and make workplaces safer. In cases where informal advice has not been followed or they feel there is an unacceptable level of risk, the following types of legal notice can be served. An improvement notice. This type of notice will state what is wrong, what should be done about it, and the time allowed for changes to be made. A prohibition notice. If there is immediate danger to individuals, this notice can prevent an unsafe activity being carried out or can stop all or part of a workplace being used. Failure to comply with the notice is a criminal offence. Substantial fines can be issued, and in severe cases, the courts can imprison those found guilty for up to 2 years. Civil law. In addition to being prosecuted for breaking the law of the land, criminal law, civil law allows private parties to claim compensation for injuries, damages against others that have caused them loss or suffering. Fee for intervention, FFI. Under the Health and Safety Fees Regulations 2012, those found to have broken health and safety law will be charged a fee for the amount it has cost the Health and Safety Executive to investigate and take enforcement action. The courts can imprison those found guilty for up to 2 years.